everyone. I know there's been a distinct lack of gameplay on the channel lately, and I took the weekend off, and today's actually, recording this, it's actually Sunday the 16th. Will unexpectedly got called in for work today, and I'm just kind of bored, and I'm shopping online right now for clothing for him, because I've had no luck like going to stores finding him stuff that he likes. So I didn't intend to make a video like this today. I have two things coming up that I was gonna like turn into a vlog, and I'm still going to. And I know a lot of times people don't want to listen to some weird girl sit and just talk on the internet, but this is the best way I know to like share thoughts and feelings. And I don't know, ever since our trip, I've been thinking a lot lately about stuff. Like this morning in particular, like I got out of bed, and maybe this is just like part of me being medicated, but I don't know. I don't want to make an excuse or whatever for it, but like, I don't know. I woke up today and I think it's because I've been thinking about family a lot because of what Will's going through with his mom being sick. And it's just, this is something that's bothered me for years. I've never addressed it. I've never talked to anyone about it. I don't even think my dad's talked to anybody about it. I have a half-sister from my dad, from a previous relationship he had before he like knew my mom and all that. And she's older than me, and I don't know. It's always bothered me though, because I apparently used to see her. There's pictures of like her when she's younger and me as a baby together, because they used to take me over and play with her, and my dad had like he visited her and stuff, because I guess she lived with her mom and then she lived with a godmother because the mom wasn't the best mom, which okay. But my dad like paid for her child support and stuff for 18 years, and I think I remember seeing her, like, memory-wise, I remember seeing her 1, 2, 3 times in my, like, memory, like, my memory serving. Like, I only remember seeing her 3 times. Actually, I might have seen her more than 3 times, but I've never fully understood the situation. I really wish I did, and I really have no way to. I have no contact with her. She has no contact with any of us. I remember seeing her, though, back when I was younger, back when we lived in an apartment in Pennsylvania, and she came over and, like, spent the day with me and my mom, because my dad wasn't home. I think that was maybe when my dad was going to paramedic school. But she spent the day with me and my mom. That was the first time I played Clue. It was before my mom was pregnant with my sisters. And it was really cool, because I always was, like, they didn't want to not tell me, and they always told me, you know, you do have an older sister, she's your half-sister, and I thought that was the coolest thing in the world, because I always kind of wanted an older sibling, which is weird to want, but, like, I always wish I had someone I could, like, look up to or talk to about things or ask questions with, and I had that, but at the same time I didn't. And then I also remember seeing her. There was like a carnival that they would have every year in the town, and I went with her to that with her boyfriend at the time, and I remember a lot of it she was just paying attention to him, but I mean, who wasn't at that age? And then I remember seeing her again when her godmother passed. I remember going to the funeral, because she lived with her godmother, so then we were kind of there to support her, and on top of that, she was old enough to make a decision of what she wanted to do. Like, she could decide who she wanted to go live with. And, you know, my dad's offered, you know, the door's always open, you're always welcome. If you want to come stay with us, you can. I think my mom had, like, just found out she was pregnant at that time with my first sister. But, and then I remember seeing her again, like, maybe 6 months or a year later, when she decided to go live with her aunt. I don't know the relation fully. It's not someone that I'm related to that I really know. But she decided to go live with her, and I remember my dad got, like, taxes back or something, and he's like, hey, can I take you shopping for, like, school clothes and stuff? And it was all fine and dandy, but the aunt wasn't comfortable with her just going with me and my dad, because we were going to just make a whole day of it with the three of us, and the aunt wasn't comfortable, so she sent her son with as well. I don't know. But I've never really understood it. And I've always held a lot of frustration and anger over it. Because I remember we talked to her on the phone after taking her for school clothes when we moved into my grandparents' house where my parents still live now. And I remember, you know, my mom had just had my sister, and we were like, you have a new half-sister? And she was like, oh yeah, I want to stay in touch, I want to meet her, I want to this and that, and it never happened. And now I have two younger sisters, and she doesn't even know that the youngest exists, and that's what really bothers me. And it's really stupid to get mad about it, because I'm sure my dad's kind of just accepted everything, but I don't think I ever really did, just because I wasn't old enough to understand. And now that I am old enough to understand, it makes me angry. Because she's 4 or 5 years older than me, so she's probably almost in her 30s. Or she's probably 29, 30-ish. About. And, you know, she could be married. She could have children. My dad could have a grandkid and not know it. I think my dad's kind of accepted it, and it doesn't bother him. He always says it doesn't bother him, but whenever I bring it up, he's just like, let's not talk about it, sort of. I'm always the one that brings it up because it eats me up inside. And I didn't want to make this video, but I would love to start looking for her. And I always said I want to look for her and give her a piece of my mind. I've been saying that for the past, like, 7 years. Since I was old enough to, like, consciously make my own decisions about things, I was like, I need to give her a piece of my mind. But now I just kind of want to find her to be like, why? What's up? Like, why didn't you choose us all those years ago? Why? What did everybody say to make you choose to not want to be involved with us and to just essentially forget about us? And I remember my dad saw her, I think it was, I don't know when it was, but I remember they saw her, and she looked identical to me. Like, we had the same haircut and everything. It's always bothered me, and I always thought maybe through the power of the internet I could find her, but I don't know where to start. I brought it up to my mom like a month ago, and because I was just kind of like thinking on it. I was like, I looked for her on Facebook, but I don't know which one would be her. If it is her, I don't know if she still has her same last name. So, and my mom said she once tried to look on Facebook as well, but, yeah. And I know my parents, my mom and dad sometimes like to watch my videos, so they're gonna see this and they're gonna, sorry. I need to get it off my chest. And I think it was brought up when I had therapy years and years ago. Like the first time I ever went to therapy, it was brought up, and I just kind of brushed it aside. And I've never, I don't know. I don't even know if I'll even post this video, honestly. I think it'll make me feel better if I just post it and put it out there and get the weight off my chest.